We are ready to talk about water and the different properties of the different fluids that we drink, the reasons why we think some of the things that we believe to be healthy end up ultimately creating an unhealthy environment in our bodies. So we've already poured the Dasani. These are just the popular drinks on the market. So Aquafina, I think it's the Pepsi company that makes that. Dasani is a Coca-Cola product. Smart water. Okay,
Breaking the seal.
there we go.
So people knows.
That's right. Some of the seals have already been broken, but you'll see. At the end of the real question is, how many times will I spill?
Oh, he had Dr. Dean's. Didn't take long at all.
The first cup went by and it happened to be Sprite. So,
Yeah, it was Sprite on his table.
This is a vitamin water. Talks about electrolytes, antioxidants, right there. So Jesse, you'll be all over this.
Yeah, you'll love this one.
Serum is. We use the clear liquids to represent. This would represent all colas, sodas. It's just easier to see the different properties of the water by using the clear. These would represent, the Propel here would represent your Powerades, Gatorades, other sports drinks. And this is tap water that Lee filled up earlier for us. And right here is water out of our machine from home that we just filled up a few hours ago.
Good old magic water.
And that's it.
Which conveniently rhymes with enagic.
That's right.
Enagic is magic. That's right.
Yeah.
We'll talk about all the ways that is later on. So this little device right here, not to get too technical, I'm not a scientist, but this is an ORP meter. It measures oxidation reduction potential. And what that means is, for those of us who aren't scientists, if this machine measures in a positive number, then the fluid that's being measured is an oxidizer. It's a rusting agent, okay? Let me step around this. This is where we went bad last time. So
Everything
Where the
went.
spilling happened.
This is where
Yeah.
the spillage took place. So,
Right when he was handing it to
right.
me.
So, what I typically do is I'm gonna start in the middle here actually, because everybody knows, and since most of us aren't scientists, everybody knows that pop isn't good for you, right? So if we can measure soda, and you'll see it floating around.
We're about an 8.
It'll hover
Yeah.
somewhere, it really just depends, somewhere around 400, 500, maybe even higher at times, okay? So the reason I start with a soda is because everybody knows it's not good for you. So it's a positive number, it's aging you, it's rusting your cells from the inside. So everybody knows the old, if you put a nail or a penny in some Coca-Cola, it'll eliminate that, right? So if it's a positive number, then it's obviously not going to be good for you. So these are the different bottled waters. Dasani here. It'll stay positive. And we can go probably to the next Aquafina again. Positive numbers.
A little lower than that
A
one.
little lower, yeah. It's all relative. It'll hover around. It just really depends. 400 or
Yeah.
500 depends. But smart water, again.
Smart.
Yeah. So we'll leave it in there. I'll show you
Dumb water.
why we can leave it in there for a short amount of time. Hey, look, no spillage. That's
You know, speaking of water, before you move on, did you see that on the Kangen group site that somebody has well water?
Yeah.
That was pretty interesting.
Jeff has well water.
Does he?
Yeah. He had to
It's
get-
actually good.
Yeah, his was good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So move this out of the way. So vitamin water. This is your antioxidant, and as you'll see, still positive. But since that has some stuff in it, we'll go from there. We already did the soda, but there you go. And Propels, Gatorades. Again, it's going to be a positive number because they're all oxidizing agents. This is your tap water. And as much as it will stay positive, and we'll go
Then you ready to see this, Jesse?
to
Bam.
Kangen Water. So, as you can see,
Look at that.
the only measurable negative number, it's an antioxidant. Molecular hydrogen is a known extremely powerful antioxidant. So what that means is, in a nutshell, at the cellular level, it stops free radical damage. It pairs up that missing electron. It makes those molecules whole so that your body can do what it's supposed to do. which is ultimately be able to heal itself. So if you can stop free radical damage at the source, now your body's systems are able to do what they're supposed to do. Okay? Your body will fight long and hard to keep a positive or a slightly alkaline blood pH. And what happens is, because of the processed foods that we eat, the acidic oxidizing drinks that we drink, it puts a lot of pressure on our body's systems. And so it'll manifest itself in the ways that of chronic degenerative disease, whether it's diabetes, cancers, arthritis. Those types of things don't have to exist necessarily, but because our bodies are put under such stress, oxidative stress, from not only the things we drink, but pollutions and other things that we experience, it puts an overload on our system. So just to put in perspective, here's what we already know, what we were just trying to measure right there. These are the things that we drink on a daily basis: the waters, the coffees, the energy drinks, all going to measure positive. Things like green tea, cod liver oil, vitamin C, blueberries, all measure negative. And as you can see, the Kangen water is an extremely powerful.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
Something, right?
Yeah, you're doing the right stuff. It takes about 5 pounds of blueberries to get the same amount of antioxidants as you would get in 8 ounces of this.
Yeah,
the
that's
reason
great.
for that is because this water is immediately bioavailable. So you drink it and it's available immediately to your body. Even tap water, because of the size of the molecule, and we'll do a demonstration about that, it takes 3 or 4 hours for regular water to become bioavailable because of the size of the molecule. This is smaller water, and it becomes available immediately. So pretty powerful stuff. So that's property number 1. It's a powerful antioxidant. Okay, here is
Yeah, this is great.
we're going to test the pH. Okay, this is just phenol red drops, the same stuff you probably would have used in 9th grade chemistry. We're going to test the pH of some of these different fluids here. At the top, the bottom one's chlorine chart. This is what we're looking up here. Okay, so Dasani, extremely orange, extremely acidic. Aquafina, acidic. This is smart water here. Again, acidic.
Dark.
Vitamin water,
Ugh.
acidic. Sodas, very orange, very acidic. Propels, this would represent Gatorades and Powerades as well. Acidic. You're going to see that tap water is going to be right around neutral, and the reason for that is they have to put chemicals in the tap water to keep it from rusting the pipes on the way from the water treatment plant to your house. So they have to put lye in it. Okay, so it's going to be slightly alkaline, but I don't think anybody's going to run out and start drinking tap water because of the other things that come along with that. And again, here's our water, extremely alkaline. Okay, so this is a 9.5 pH. Can be changed just by the touch of a button. The machine makes 7 different waters, and then it really depends on your personal preference as to which one of those properties is the most important. Okay, so when we talk about why is the alkalinity of the water important, okay, back in 1931, Dr. Otto Warburg won the Nobel Peace Prize for discovering that disease cannot exist in an alkaline environment. Okay, so disease, including cancer, exists in an anaerobic or acidic an environment that doesn't have oxygen. So when it's highly oxygenated and highly alkaline, those cells can't live. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why. So when we talk to people and share what we know to be true and the things that they didn't necessarily know were true, what we go is and we say, okay, if we were to consider a fish bowl, for example, and if we are 70% water, if our fish were to look like it were getting sick, we wouldn't throw medication at the fish. What would we do? Change the fish's water, right? So if we are 70% water inside, but drop by drop, these are the things we're putting in our bodies. And the other things that we do are eating processed foods and things of that nature. We're creating an acid environment where disease can manifest, right? So if we were to simply change our water and we could change these acidic environments into an alkaline environment, you would see that the body now can do what it's designed to do. And you'll be pretty surprised. But, well, here you go. These are so acidic
That it would take.
that all of these actually are so acidic that it would take 32 8-ounce glasses, or 3 days worth if you were to drink a gallon a day. 32 glasses of this water right here, fresh out of the machine, to offset the acidity in simply one serving. So you can obviously change other waters pretty quickly. Now, to put that in perspective, you're like, hey, let's go out to dinner, we're going to have this or that or the other, I'm going to have a little bit of soda, one little serving, no big deal, right? So we're going to take the already diluted soda, and we go, oh, I just want one little drink. Great. One little drink has changed that environment.
Changed it
right
again.
back, right? Already diluted. So if we just take one little sip here, one little sip there,
It just killed it.
it just destroys it. And even the water straight out of the machine can't fight back against a little bit of soda, right? So you're talking about, hey, how bad is a couple sips of this, that, or the other? Well, we recommend when people start drinking the water, give yourself 21 days to try this and avoid these and see what happens, okay? And that's really the key to it, is changing that fish tank to an alkaline ionized environment, so that if you were to take a day off and have a half of a soda or whatever, or Propel or something like that, now your fish tank, that 70% is alkaline, right? So if you put a little bit in there, it's not going to change that environment quickly. But if you're already this, and you only drink our water for a couple of days, you haven't changed that environment. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the second property of the water, is that it's alkaline. So it's antioxidant, it's alkaline, and it's microclustered. Okay, and this would be the third property. You want to help me
Yep.
get rid of these real quick, and we'll show.